Here. I'm Anna, and I'm part of the team here at Hope Writers. Welcome to this training session. You're wondering if Hope Writers is for you if you don't have the time. You're in the right place. At Hope Writers, we often say that we write meaningful words without sacrificing our meaningful life, and we want that to be true for you. You're here because you've seen enough of Hope Writers to know that you'd like to do it, but maybe it feels like this season of life is not the right one. You want to make sure that you join when you've already done the work of carving out time for your writing so you can make the most of your investment. And I totally understand that. I was there about a year ago when I first tuned in for a Hope Writers membership opening. Let's listen in as one of our co-founders, Brian Dixon, asks some current members about when they made the decision to join and how that decision actually transformed their time and not the other way around.
Is Hope Writers for me if I don't have the time? Time, the four-letter word preventing you from making your writing dreams happen. And I'm so honored to welcome these incredible writers. So I see Beth and Casey and Steph. Welcome, ladies.
Thank you.
So let's kind of go around the room. Let us know where you're calling in from. So where you're based, how long you've been a member, and maybe just a little bit about like your writing. Do you write Bible study, nonfiction, fiction, just a little bit? Beth, why don't we start with you?
Okay. I've been a Hope writer for I think a couple of years. Gone really slow. I'm from outside of Pittsburgh,
Love it.
Pennsylvania, and right now I'm actually working on cartoons. So it's kind of
So
new.
fun. So
So
fun.
fun.
I love that. And it's a niche into like an empty nester niche. Is that right?
Kinda,
Yeah.
kinda. Moms of older and grown-ups. Like I feel like they're lost. Like
Amazing.
everybody talks to the young moms, so
So has Hope Writers helped you even though you're doing cartoons? Has Hope Writers been beneficial to you?
100%, 100%. And the coolest thing was, I started when I had no time, like
Mm,
none. My life had no time. And so I tried to jump right in and I was completely overwhelmed. So I waited. And
mm,
that's the really cool thing is when you have time to go for it, you can go for it. And when you have time, you got to back off.
that's right.
They're still there, but the support of the Facebook group is amazing.
So
Yeah.
great.
Yeah.
Well, Beth, I'm glad you're here. Casey, tell us a little bit about you. Where are you from? What do you write, and how long have you been a Hope writer?
I'm from Lafayette, Louisiana, and I have been a Hope writer since the summer of 2019. I honestly just joined so I could learn how to write a proposal. Then
Mhm.
I was done, but I actually just became a lifetime member this week.
Yeah.
So I'm in it for the long haul. I wrote and published a Bible study in 2018, and I did everything the way that you're not supposed to do it. It just I barely launched it, and I've learned a lot about launching books, and I'm currently working on my second book, and it's going to be launching later this year.
Oh, Casey, that's so exciting. I'm so glad you're here. And that is really funny. That's one of the things about Hope Writers is we do have an annual membership and a monthly membership. So if you're on the fence, you can dive in and try it out for a month. And Casey, I'm just like you. That's exactly what I would have done. I would have been like, okay, my goal is to write a book proposal. I'm going to go into the Hope Writer library. I'm going to search the word book proposal or just proposal, consume it all, and cancel at the end of the month. And then something happened. Casey, what happened? Why did you stick around?
I found the community to be invaluable, and I found that I grew more in a month than I had in 4 years, which it took me to write the book and publish the book and everything. And so I found my people,
Mm.
and I can't not be in this group now.
Yeah.
Right.
As my, in fact, Steph and I were just talking. She just recently visited Louisiana, and so we
Yeah.
were chatting behind the scenes about her upcoming trip. So hey, this is
Hi.
the first time we're seeing each other in person,
Yeah.
kind of.
So
Yeah.
fun. Okay, well, Steph, tell us about you. Where are you from? What do you write? And how long have you been a Hope writer?
Yeah. I'm from Minnesota, but I'm actually in Florida right now. So I'm calling in from there. I've been a Hope writer for about 2 years now. And I haven't joined the lifetime membership, but I probably should because I'm in it. I'm in it and I'm staying. And
Love it.
I co-run a ministry with a partner, and we write to parents, helping them with tools to pray with their kids in really creative and fun, engaging ways. And we're working on our first book right now, going through the publishing process with Tyndale, that'll be coming out spring of 2022.
Well, Steph, congratulations on
Thank you.
moving that forward. For the topic for right now, we'll go back around, but maybe we'll do inverse order. So Steph, and then Casey, and then Beth. What would you say to somebody who's thinking about Hope Writers, but says, I don't have the time. I don't think I'm going to have time in order to really get my money's worth out of this membership?
Yeah, I mean, I've said this before, and I will say it again, that Hope Writers is for you if you don't have the time, because it gives you the time. I don't have a ton of time to be doing a lot of research, and I have the heart to want to do a lot of research, but I have 3 kids. They're really young. They're in elementary school. I'm homeschooling them. I co-run this ministry. And between all of that, I found Hope Writers, and I found all the resources there, the Tuesday teachings, all the library. It's everything you need to learn how to write a proposal, get an agent. I learned how to get an agent through Hope Writers. It's kind of like going to a writers conference year round. Like, it's all the information you need. And then the Facebook group and the Hope Circles, that's where I've met a lot of my biggest cheerleaders and friends, like Casey, who are Hope Circles one thing, but it's turned also into a little prayer group where we're constantly being like, I need prayer for this, and sharing our personal lives and our hearts. And it's just a really, really great community, and it's all in one place. And so you don't have to spend hours researching for how to write a proposal or how to find writer friends. Everything is right here for you.
I love it. That's so encouraging. Thanks, Steph, for sharing that. Where can people learn more about you?
So you can, my website is raisingprayerfulkids.com, and that's also Raising Prayerful Kids is our Instagram and our Facebook.
I love it. I love the focus too, that, I know that's a challenge that a lot of our new members have. And maybe you watching right now, you're like, oh, I want to write about so many things. And to narrow it down so that you can really engage with your audience and serve her well often leads to, like you said, an agent and a book contract, because it's clear what you offer. So kudos to you for figuring that out. I love it. Casey, tell us about you. What would you say to someone watching right now who's saying, I don't think I have time to really get the most out of Hope Writers. Maybe it's not the right season of my life to join, but I've been watching this whole launch thing. Casey, what would you say?
I mean, if you want to be a writer and that's what you're doing, you need to join Hope Writers, because you don't have the time not to join Hope Writers. I was writing a book, trying to navigate self-publishing and by myself, and it took me 4 years to do it. And not that even in Hope Writers, books can take a long time, but I was able to just more quickly figure out the ins and outs and navigate things in the language of and just the whole there's a whole world of writers out there. And I was trying to do it alone, and Hope Writers just has helped guide me. And not just that, but I feel like I've been much more productive since joining Hope Writers. Like, there's a focus, and everybody else is focused, and everybody else is on top of their writing game. And so it encourages you to work harder, and helps you clarify your audience. Steph and I have very similar audiences. We're talking, Beth, we speak to the younger moms, and and I have school-age kids, but it also has taught me that, you can there's not a competition, there's room for everybody. And that, I think we've been more cheerleaders for each other. And that has just helped me as far as productivity. Like, okay, she's doing this over here. Like, I'm going to keep moving forward in this area. And it's helped me all around in social media, which I was struggling with. And I feel like I have a better grasp of that, growing my platform, my audience, that would not have done so as quickly without Hope Writers, because I didn't know what I was doing before.
And none of us do. Like, we start where we start. That's what's been so fun about Hope Writers. We've been around for 5 years now. It took us the first 2 years just to develop the 6-stage path. And then once we just paid attention and we created this 6-stage path, and it's just, you log in, you take the quiz, you go, oh, I'm a stage 2 writer. I had no idea. And then you go through the content at that level, at your stage, and kind of work progressively through it. And I'm with you, Casey. It's so easy to get overwhelmed in the writing journey. And that's really what we're trying to help with Hope Writers is, we know that writers that make progress don't quit. And we don't want you to quit, because the world needs to hear your hope-filled words. And to get your hopeful words out means don't quit. So that's why we're here. Casey, where can we learn more about you and follow all your stuff?
www.caseyhilty.com. I'm on Instagram at Casey Hilty, Facebook at Casey Hilty1, and I have a community for moms called Her Children Arise Community for Moms, and that's a great place to get connected into a community.
Nice.
I love it. Very cool. Thanks so much for being here with us. Beth, what about you? What would you say to the writer watching right now who's saying, it's not the season of life. I don't have enough time. I've got a lot on my plate. I don't think Hope Writers is for me because I don't have time.
I think it's really true. It's exactly for you if you don't have time, because it wasn't time for me to dive in, but I knew 100% that this is the direction I wanted to go. And so when I joined and I could say I was a Hope Writer, it made it real. And so little by little, I'm making decisions. Is this going to lead me to write? Is this going to, help me to move forward? So little by little, year after year, I'm changing my lifestyle, and I wouldn't be doing this without Hope Writers. It's so lonely. I didn't know there were other people like this out there. My circle, my husband, my family, they just look at me like, I don't know what you're talking about. But all of these people, they know what you're talking about.
Oh, I love it. That's so exciting. Beth, where can people learn more about you?
Cheer Up Cherries at Instagram.
Very cool. Well, ladies, thank you so much for being here. Thanks for taking a little bit of your time to encourage other writers to make progress.
Wow, I love that Beth said it wasn't time for her to join, but when she did, it made it real. And little by little, she started changing her lifestyle to make room for progress. And did you hear Casey say that she'd made more growth in her writing life in 1 month as a new member than she had in the previous 4 years trying to do it on her own? I mean, talk about saving time. We tend to underestimate just how much time it takes to research and curate and all the advice and plans and mini courses out there on the internet. And here at Hope Writers, the moment you join, you have access to all the resources that you need, and it's laid out for you in stages so that you can get to it and make progress in the cracks of your day instead of staring at the screen wondering where to begin. What could 1 month's membership of taking your writing seriously do for your writing life? Well, let's take a peek at exactly what's included in your Hope Writers membership and how you can join. Here at Hope Writers, we've been in the business of helping writers find and follow their own path to publication for more than 5 years now. We open our doors to our membership community a few times a year, and I'm happy to say this is one of those times, and we would love to be part of your plan. Maybe you've heard of Hope Writers, but you don't exactly know what we do or who we are. Maybe this is your first time hearing about us and you're wondering if it's worth it. We're here to answer all of your questions about Hope Writers. I would love to know in the comments if you've been watching Hope Writers from a distance. Type the word watching. We've anticipated what some of your questions will be, so before we take your questions, I'll quickly walk you through what Hope Writers actually is and what we offer. What exactly is included in Hope Writers? First, there's weekly teaching. Basically, every week we host an hour-long writing workshop live 2 p.m. Eastern. We call it Tuesday Teaching, and it's where we offer the members the most up-to-date information from editors, agents, authors, book coaches, Instagram gurus, book launch coordinators, marketing professionals, and teachers of the craft of writing. We ask the questions you want to know. We have over 100 interviews available for you to watch right now because even though we do them live, we of course record them for you if you can't join us. This is the latest information you can't find anywhere else, curated to help you make progress on your writing journey. Not only do you get to participate in the teaching live, but our team is there to facilitate your questions, making the teaching applicable specifically to you and your writing. Hope Writer member Cheryl minored in writing in college and was eager to get started in her career, but says the lack of practicals she learned from school left her feeling overwhelmed. She says Tuesday teaching gives me what my writing classes did not: structure for a writing plan, practicals on getting a book published, and helpful hints about platform, to name a few. Your Hope Writer membership includes weekly teaching. And number 2, resource library. When you join, you get instant access to over 130 teaching videos to help you make progress. Our library is organized by stage, so you'll know exactly which teachings to start with and what to do next. Included in the member library are teaching videos from incredible authors like Annie F. Downs, Beth Moore, John Eldridge, and over 100 other teachers. You'll find videos and how to articles on topics such as social media, book proposals, writing craft, and writing routines. When you log in as a new Hope Writer, which you can do now, you'll start right there where it says Read Me First, and every step will be super clear. We've listened to and served our writers and have recognized a common struggle. So many writers were overwhelmed or flat out quitting for one reason. It's not because they had nothing left to write, it's because they were trying to do all the right things in all the wrong order. This is a path, not a formula. A path may have ups, downs, turns, but on a path, you're moving in a direction. And as a writer, sometimes that's all you need to get unstuck. Our resource library is organized by stage, easy to navigate, and we make it easy to know exactly where to start. One resource in the library is a video interview with literary agent Jenny Burke, and she says this about Hope Writers. The work you're doing inside of Hope Writers is so important. You're helping so many writers, which in turn helps us in the publishing industry to have so much good quality content. I've gotten proposals from Hope Writers that are so good, it's slowing down my process. Sorry, Jenny. Just kidding, we're not sorry at all. Your Hope Writer membership includes weekly teaching, resource library, and online community. The third component of your membership is access to our private member community. This is our online group where you can meet other writers, receive feedback and encouragement, ask your ungoogleable questions, and share links to your latest projects in our Friday Shares thread. The community you'll discover will show you that you're not alone. You're in the right place. Your Hope Writer membership includes weekly teaching, resource library, online community, and a guided Hope Circle. You'll have the opportunity to join one of our new guided Hope Circles. These are topic-focused writing groups led by a trained Hope Writer's Guide, whose goal is to help you make progress. You can choose from topics including how to write a book proposal, how to grow your social media following, how to create a writing routine, and so much more. A member who started a circle is author Jennifer Dukes Lee. She has been a member of Hope Writers for a few years now, and she now also works with Bethany House Publishers as an acquisitions editor. She says this group has been a gift to her. Her Hope Circle was a safe place to process almost everything you could imagine. Jennifer says, "For me, it's been a lifeline." Your Hope Writer membership includes weekly teaching, resource library, online community, guided Hope Circle, and a member directory. You'll be able to create a profile on our public directory at hopewriters.net. The directory provides a professional place where you can direct people to learn more about your work and a way to connect with writers who live near you or are working on similar projects. Your Hope Writer membership includes weekly teaching, resource library, online community, guided Hope Circle, member directory, and a progress planner. Our printed planner focuses on helping you make progress in your writing over 90 days. The Hope Writers Progress Planner is the culmination of more than 5 years of development and is perfectly crafted to help you organize your writing goals, process the feedback and instruction you receive, and make the most of your writing time. We know you're going to love the planner, which retails for $39.95 but is yours for free when you join Hope Writers. Your Hope Writers membership includes weekly teaching, resource library, online community, guided Hope Circle, member directory, progress planner. And I have great news for you. When you join Hope Writers during this training, you get access to a special fast action bonus. It's called the Time to Write Bundle. Our final bonus will help you create writing routines and find time to write even within the most demanding schedule. Let's face it, life is busy, but these trainings will help you carve out the margin you need in order to share your words. This bonus expires midnight Pacific time, Thursday, May 27th. So, when you join Hope Writers, you get access to weekly teaching, resource library, online community, guided Hope Circle, member directory, progress planner, and the Time to Write bundle. That's almost a $2,000 value. If Hope Writers helped you discover your voice, would it be worth it? If Hope Writers helped you connect with other writers, would it be worth it? Imagine if Hope Writers helped you make progress in your writing, would it be worth it? But the good news is you won't have to invest over $2,000 for all of this value. In fact, you'll have complete access to everything we've talked about today for $47 a month inside Hope Writers. So all you need to do to get everything you see on the screen here is to go to hopewriters.com/join. This is where you go to join, but I have one more thing. So you might be wondering if you are a Hope Writer. Who are we? Well, we are a lot of people. We are people who used to think no one would ever want to read our words, but we have decided to stop believing that story and write a different one instead. We are people who maybe don't even like writing that much, but lately we've been paying more attention to the power of the written word to connect with people. And even though writing is hard and maybe not our favorite, we are slowly growing in confidence that we have something to say. We are mothers and some fathers who have been doing the holy, harrowing work of taking care of tiny children, but now those children aren't so tiny anymore and have their own ideas about the world, and we have our ideas too. And we want to make sure our ideas aren't lost in the shuffle, and we wonder, should I start to write them down? We are people who believe we have a story of hope to tell, but we've doubted for years, maybe even decades, that our voice matters. Until recently, we've started to believe that's all wrong. And humility doesn't mean thinking less of yourself, but thinking of yourself less. And maybe we've been so wrapped up in what they will think of me, and my writing isn't very good, and it's all been said before, that we've forgotten to look beyond ourselves and see a reader who might need the encouragement, the entertainment, the hope that our words have to offer. Who Hope Writers is not for. We're not grandstanders or self promoters. We're not a book club or a community of dabblers. And we're not for robots who want to build a publishing machine or glory hogs who want all the attention. We are people, soft hearted, jagged edges, sometimes discouraged and timid, but always underneath, we are hopeful. We believe there is goodness in the world. We believe we play a part. We believe there is room at the table for our voice, our words, our story, and we believe there's room for yours here too. Your success does not take one thing away from me, and we champion one another's words, stories, and work. We help any writer find and follow their own path to finally sharing their words with a reader. We would love to help you, and we can start today. So all you need to do to get everything you see on the screen is go to hopewriters.com/join. I want to invite you to play worst case scenario about this decision as well. What's the worst thing that could happen? You aren't going to die. The worst thing is you join us, it's not for you, and you cancel your membership. It's as simple as that. Is that the worst thing that could happen? Maybe, or maybe not. Maybe the worst thing is you don't join us. And then after our doors close, you continue trying to write on your own with little support, no clear path, and lots of questions. Or maybe the worst case scenario is you set your writing aside altogether and never share your words at all. We want to make this a no brainer decision for you. That's why we have a 60-day tried and applied guarantee to make this as easy as we can for you. Show us you engaged and did the work, and if you still aren't satisfied, we'll gladly refund your membership fee. So you might instead ask yourself, what is the best thing that could happen? Maybe you discover your voice or you connect with other writers, or even you could make progress in your writing. Wouldn't that be worth the investment? Hope writer Laura says when she and her husband were working on scaling back, she declared her Hope Writers membership as a no-fly zone. One of our Hope Writers, Dorina, said this: "For years, I treated writing like a once-in-a-while hobby. I now have writing hours each week, send out a weekly email to my subscribers, completed a book proposal, and published 2 Bible studies. I could not have completed these things without the accountability, inspiration, and encouragement I found here." Hope Writer member Hannah says, "I absolutely would not be where I am or come how far I've come if not for this community. My expectations have been far surpassed. This is the only membership subscription I have to anywhere." If you're still on the fence, now is the time to open a new browser window. Go to www.hopewriters.com/join and get started. Remember, there's no risk. We have a 100% tried and applied money back guarantee, but the only way for you to know if this is right for you is to get started right now. You can get your account at hopewriters.com/join. Well, I'm Anna, and I'm so glad that you've spent this time with us here and learn more about Hope Writers to see if it's for you. And so I hope you'll join us at hopewriters.com/join, and I look forward to seeing you.